What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. So today we got some seriously bad news to talk about, but with a sprinkle of good news, I guess you could say, as we do have a brand new blog post from the devs of this game. Now, as always, if you're new to the channel, by just gently clicking that big red subscribe button below, it will say you are subscribed, and that is going to be your good day of the deed. And I didn't say that wrong, alright? But hey, you don't have a birthday cake without candles, right? So go ahead and flick the like button below. If we could try and get it all the way to 9 likes, that'd be really cool. So thank you in advance. So, kicking it off, I guess should probably start with the bad news, alright? Now, this comes from a buddy called Spoonzill, and most of you guys are familiar with him now, or at least you should be, but the other day we were discussing about how he lost everything in the game, like literally reset back to 0. Well, he decided that he'd pick it back up in terms of his grind and go ahead and, well, basically he made one of the devs aware, okay, of the situation, and they did say they were looking into it. So it kind of gave him a bit of that motivation to just pick his grind back up, and after grinding 10 hours in harm rooms, essentially just trying to level up his characters, something happened. And what happened was he lost it all again. Now, literally everything for him has been lost, and this is just insane. It not only sucks, but it's super worrying for the fear of just happening to someone else as well. Now, as you can see on the in the screenshots playing in the background that he sent over to me, everything is locked, alright? So you got the power levels that are down on the map. It even says that a hero is locked as well. Now, after he sent this to me, I was just genuinely lost for words, as the first time he told me he lost everything, literally being reset back to 0, that was crazy enough, but again, where he made one of the devs aware, I guess it kind of gave him that hope as well that, you know, things should be going in the right direction. But again, after grinding 10 hours more of this game, which now he's grinded basically 60 hours in this game and lost it all, it's just absolutely crazy. Now, if you are a dev watching this, please just put this in the right direction towards someone who can solve this. And it is also worth noting that he is playing on PC. I don't know if this has happened to a few console players, but something that I've noticed that's happened to me, it's only happened twice so far, and that is that certain missions keep randomly disappearing on my map, and then after like a minute or two it just pops back up. Now, if you've experienced that, let me know in the comments below. Like I said, it's only happened twice to me, it's not happened since, so fingers crossed it doesn't. But I think this whole losing your, you know, game data and so forth is super worrying, so I'm hoping they get this resolved ASAP. Now, in other news, we have a new tweet from the devs that says the following, and it is: welcome to Marvel's Avengers War Table Weekly Blog. We are giving you the scoop on the week ahead, including in-game events, community challenges, and marketplace updates. Now, I want to start this off because there's quite a lot of things to actually dig into with this, and they give like some pro tips and a whole bunch of stuff as well. But I want to start off with the marketplace update, and what it says is that the marketplace has been updated with some great new content, including Hulk's legendary tea time emote, Captain America's epic falling with style takedown, and lastly Iron Man's very photogenic epic Chroma Lux suit. And also, if you didn't know, these guys are definitely sharing some really cool images that people are taking in this game, which I'll probably be featuring in the background of this video, or at least one of them anyway, because there were some really cool ones on this stuff as well. Now, on top of that, they did add the standard patch notes and like a in case you missed it kind of thread, I guess you can call it, but they basically gave, so first of all, I should actually say the weekly updates are priority missions, but then they give Modifier Pro tips and just basically how you can earn a lot more in this game. So first of all, with the priority missions, it says priority missions have modifiers that will challenge even the toughest superhero, and your first weekly completion of these missions earns you unique gear that you won't find anywhere else. And I mean, for the first one that we do have, which is Global Presence, it does say of course your guaranteed reward, which is a heroic, a hero specific gear, and then you got the Rocket's Red Glare, which is another one, except the guaranteed reward for that is epic gear. Now, they also have the priority harm challenges as well, and again, you can see all of this stuff on screen. I'm going to link it in the description below. But what's really interesting is the Modifier Pro tips, where you kind of learn some interesting things. So it goes into like 5 or 6 different sections. So what I want to do is start off with Blizzard, and it says equip any gear that provides Kyro resistance and pay careful attention to Kyro hazards in the environment whenever Blizzard is the modifier in play. It says Kyro enemies are also especially lethal, so make sure to prioritize taking them out first to ensure you won't be frozen mid-flight. Then we got Famine, of course, or Famine, whatever you want to call it, and it says focusing on takedowns and careful usage of the regenerative nanite containers are key to survivability when Famine is active. Then we got Pressure, and it says recovering willpower by enemies necessary is key when pressure is active. If you utilize takedowns, regenerative nanite containers, and skills that boost the chance of enemies dropping regen packs to ensure that sustaining critical injuries isn't always a recipe for a quick defeat. And this is something that we've been touching up on anyway the last couple of videos. Again, just increasing your willpower. Now going on to Clash, it says when Clash is active, make sure to play a hero who has a strong melee ability and equip gear high in the might attribute. Don't forget enemies also inflict greater melee damage, so watch out for combatants who try to get in close. And then of course we got the Capacitor, we got Helix, and we got the Maelstrom as well, or Maelstrom, sorry, should I say. So I mean, this goes into Thor, Black Widow, and Hulk as well. Regarding gamma damage, I mean, there's a bunch of stuff here that is actually really interesting to definitely take some notes on. So what I'm going to do is you can either pause the video here, or you can just check out the link that will be in the description, and what that will do is just take you over to this exact page. And again, like I said, you can check out everything from the patch notes, the market update, and a bunch more. Now of course the game, despite its update, like I said in yesterday's video, I did say that it was running a lot smoother, but it seems like there are still a ton of bugs. I mean, again, just seeing what happened to Spoonzill's game as well, I mean, you know, things are really interesting at this moment in time and kind of worrying. So it doesn't necessarily mean that that bug has resolved all these problems, and I guess the biggest thing now is we're not going to get another update for this in terms of, I guess, what direction they'll be going into. So we're going to have to wait till next week it seems, but again, I want you to get in the comments below and leave all your thoughts on that stuff. But that's going to wrap up this video here. So as always, if you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button below, and I will see you in the next one. But till then, have yourselves a ridiculously amazing day, and until the next one, adios amigos.